Their words, my words. Talk is cheap, but it's all we got because practice is closed. It's the Hajpodge.
He doesn't care. No, go ahead and take full control over this.
Okay, so this little feature started off out of necessity due to no longer being able to provide you daily videos of warm-ups, but life got real last week.
This morning, we are learning more about the mass shooting at Florida State University.
Impossible to pay proper tribute, so we do what we do. We talk sports. But no, we all felt pain on Thursday. Last time we spoke to the team was Tuesday, and Mike was happy with the pass game. Good ball placement from the quarterbacks. Wide receivers rose up, made plays, even though the unit has been banged up.
I like what I'm seeing from a lot of our younger receivers. I think guys are progressing really well. A lot of competition. We got LaWayne and Jalen back. Deuce was moving around some today too, so definitely great to see.
And by Jalen, he meant Jalen Brown, the same Jalen Brown who was later arrested that week, and depending on your timeline, either quit or was fired.
You can't fire me, I quit!
And yes, this is the second week in a row a player has returned from injury, caught Norvell's eye.
Micah got work today, Gunner got work today, Jalen early, which I didn't really expect a whole lot of, but I saw him getting, more and more.
And then enter the portal days later. Speaking of the portal.
Obviously, the portal news yesterday that Hakeem Williams has entered the portal.
Ah, yes. The slam dunk that was 6'2", 215-pound Adonis wideout Hakeem Williams. Now, before you all call him a bum and say no big deal, just a reminder of some of the evaluations made of Williams.
He's remarkable. Man, he is just absolutely ascending. But when you get to know the young man, you get to know the spirit, the joy, the relationships. I mean, that's what puts him into a whole nother hemisphere. But that's one of the best young men. Like the character of him, who he is.
The skill player's not the only ones hitting the portal. On Monday, Terrence T.J. Ferguson, another guy recruited twice, once as a prep player, the other last year as a Saban departure at Alabama, entered the portal. Before we all call him a bum and say, and you get the idea.
T.J. Ferguson was able to get back out to practice today, which, he showed a lot of toughness and fight in that. I think Terrence Ferguson, he was really battled. He got rolled up earlier in spring, but it really has pushed himself, trying to take that next step, elevating his game, and I think he's putting himself in a good spot.
Okay, some of you are saying, "Dang, Aslan, you're being too hard on 10 mil Mike." Maybe, probably, but we'll be fair on this last one. Denaz White entered the portal on Monday evening. We didn't see a lot from White last year because he enrolled in summer, and once the acclimation period ended and the pads came on, well, he was out with injury. Listen, you get 85 scholarships, you're allowed to have a reach or three, no harm, happens to the best of them. Meanwhile, no clarity on how the front office pivots with these losses on the offensive line, but we do know FSU is actively pursuing other receiving options in the portal. Yet maybe a new shiny toy that's already on campus can finally be the upstart to spark this offense. It's time for the weekly dose of Javen Boggs hype.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
What's this guy been like? He's a good kid. He's stepped up, surprised all of us in the defensive back room. He made a lot of plays, and we kind of expected him to do that. But it's one. We did our research, but it's one thing to expect something. It's another thing to actually expect something and to see it every day.
For his part, Boggs doing the right things on the field and off. He's deflecting praise, staying humble, and also making fast friends with those with similar interests.
Who talks the most in defense?
All them guys talk. I'd probably say Earl.
Me specifically, I just want to point out one person that I like, Boggs.
Okay.
Freshman, I like him a lot. He likes to talk a lot of trash too, so I like that about his game.
He talks a lot. He's very vocal, which I like about his game. He's very vocal, and he makes sure everybody's in the right spot, and he's just very vocal and leads the defense.
Speaking of the defense, everyone keeps talking about the tempo on offense, making things difficult for them on D, but what about Tony White and his ultra-aggressive cloak and dagger defense? Are they doing their part to push this offense with their confusing exotic looks?
Oh, absolutely. Like, every day after practice, they're coming back and telling us, bro, like I hate y'all. Like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, you're going to hate us. Like, you're going to appreciate that on Saturdays. But, I just like to get a feel for the cadence of what they're trying to do. And then after that, once you get a feel of what they're doing, that allows you to make plays and coming out the next series. And that's when I start walking around, showing like I'm blitzing, or maybe showing like I'm in coverage, then go blitz. And a lot of times, like, I'm messing them up. I'll mess around and get the quarterbacks to slide the whole protection to me. whole time I'm not even coming, and then I'll leave backside open. So just like I said, that allows everybody to make plays, and knowing what you're doing and what you have, what assignment you have on the field, that allows everybody else to make plays.
Dare we say a defense meant for playmakers? Sadly, no more plays for a while. Spring ends with practice number 13. Lucky or unlucky, we'll see. But the portal is wide open. The roster is in flux, so stay connected to Warchant.com for the latest. Hajpodge headed for the garage, but maybe we'll bust this out again. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Hajpodge!